Did you ever ask yourself why she specifically became your life partner? Was it pure luck, or is there a more elevated purpose, conducted by the sacred? Could it be that your wife is not merely your spouse, but also your karmic lesson and your divine gift? According to Paramahansa Yogananda, no romantic encounter is casual. Life is a complex mesh of frequencies, choices, and superior mastery. Every meeting, every bond, every love carries a purpose beyond immediate understanding. Your spouse is not present solely to give you pleasure or divide a household. She arrived to revive something in your core, to initiate the karmic dynamics of your past, to collaborate in your development through contentment and tribulations. She symbolizes your projection, your assessment, and your reinforcement. And periodically, she is the benevolent hand provided by the divine to uphold you when you cannot advance by yourself. This lesson is about learning to observe your spouse with the soul's perspective, to grasp why love can be tough yet supremely sacred, and to realize how, through her, life forms your inner growth. If you have ever realized that your marriage goes beyond emotional ties, that it encompasses learning and secret revelations, then proceed with us on this sacred journey. In this life period, and in all antecedent ones, each thought, word, and gesture records a remembrance in your soul. This represents the rule of karma. It doesn't denote correction or remuneration, but proportion, superior justice working silently. According to Yogananda's doctrine, no spirit enters your path randomly. Every bond is pulled like metal to magnet based on the frequency you individually produced. Your partner is not close to you coincidentally. She represents a spirit whose journey intersected with yours previously. Possibly you adored each other, possibly you injured one another, or possibly she was sent to conclude something undone. She came back so these karmic seeds could flourish into development, recovery, and change. Some spirits pass rapidly through our path, but a spouse is linked to us intensely, vibrationally, and divinely. She displays your talents and deficiencies. It's by means of this mirror that karma discloses its mission. Relationships are sacred training grounds for the spirit. Those nearest to us are frequently the ones with whom we hold the most profound karmic connections. Your wife is part of your soul's journey back to God, helping you fulfill the invisible script of your past actions. This recognition is the primary action toward a love that is enlightened and emancipating. In the divine traditions of India, the feminine is venerated as Shakti, the productive force of the universe. Yogananda reminded us that a woman, especially as a wife, is not just a companion, but a living expression of grace. When she steps into your existence through marriage, she transports both karmic tie and sacred potential. If a husband perceives her only through the scope of dependency or yearning, he forfeits a wonderful possibility. But if he perceives her with knowledge as a pathway of the sacred feminine, her presence becomes sanctified. She nurtures not only your flesh and sentiments, but also your essence. In her expression, you encounter calm. In her force, you encounter boldness. Even in her objections or obstacles, you locate secret instruction that supports your expansion. Yogananda proclaimed, "When you learn to witness the soul in your partner, you initiate loving with sacred eyes." Your spouse is not just performing material responsibilities. Knowingly or unknowingly, she assists you in traveling your journey. She refines your harsh qualities, reduces your conceit, and commonly provides more than she obtains. When she loves, Selflessly, she becomes an instrument of divine grace. This compassion is not always tender. At moments it is acute, at moments still, but it is always sacred. Regard her as exceeding an identity or duty. She is a fragment of the sacred manifesting momentarily as your spouse, dispatched by the Creator to elevate your spirit. When you see her this way, your home becomes a temple and your marriage a path to freedom. Typically in marriage we look for only bliss, comfort, and friendship. Yet Yogananda compassionately guides us that sincere love. Like genuine spiritual evolution, is not always pleasant. Your spouse is here not merely to provide pleasure, but to stimulate you through the secret strength of karma. Karma does not always arrive as pain, nor is it always easy to recognize. Sometimes it presents as feeling wars, cyclical themes, misinterpretation, or the pressure of two spirits learning to operate as unity. Your companion, intentionally or not, may provoke responses: wrath, vanity, covetousness, insecurity, not because she is faulty, but because your soul is set to meet and transcend them. This is the way karma educates. Yogananda expressed, "Every obstacle is a trial to empower your spirit." When your partner opposes you, she is not injuring you. She is displaying something inside you that is ready to shift. Your forbearance develops. When tried, your conceit softens when subdued. Your caring deepens when it survives the turbulence. Instead of thinking, "Why does she do this?" ask, "What education is this bringing me?" Your wedlock is not simply intimate, it is holy. Through your spouse, life delivers instruction contained in routine talks, emotional replies, and peaceful times. Resist them and they repeat. Learn from them and they dissolve. This is the holy ballet of karma developing in the secure closeness of your dwelling. When you start understanding this, you no longer see tensions as obstacles, but as entrances. Your woman becomes not just your companion, but your instructor in concealment. Wedlock is not just a community arrangement. It is not only about sharing a home, raising a family, or fulfilling duties. In its most intense significance, union is a spiritual discipline, a holy conditioning the Creator installs in your existence for the advancement of your soul. Yogananda often said that true spiritual progress does not happen only in caves or ashrams. It unfolds in the calm periods of ordinary living, particularly within the intimacy of union. When two essences connect, their powers commence combining. Their customs, feelings, and ideas influence one another profoundly. This intimacy, though wonderful, offers enormous potential for expansion. Through union, you are consistently encouraged to show unselfishness, clemency, forbearance, and empathy, the supports of spiritual life. Yogananda stated, "Spiritual growth is examined in behavior, and matrimony provides you this examination daily. It is not about achieving flawlessness, but about developing consciousness. Aware that your reactions are your teachers. Your wife is not here to follow your path or match your pace. She follows her own path next to you. There are times when your woman's existence feels like a healing ointment for your spirit. When existence feels burdensome, yet a phrase, a tender caress, or her quiet presence brings tranquility to your heart. These are not little deeds. They are samples of benevolence. Grace often hides in simple forms, in meals she prepares without complaint, in the concern in her eyes, in the prayer she whispers when you don't even know. Yogananda educated, acknowledge the Creator in those who help you in little and steady ways. Your companion may have been assigned not only to harmonize your karma, but to boost your soul. If she progresses with faithfulness, warmth, and a forgiving spirit, she is undoubtedly a grace emerging from your own spiritual excellence. In her existence, you obtain both a reflection and a present. She is benevolence, stepping peacefully near you in earthly form. Now that you have initiated viewing your companion through the vision of karma and compassion, how should you honestly perceive her? The answer is elementary but converting. See beyond the shell. Observe beyond corporeal appearance, beyond routines, beyond nature. Gaze into her essence. Yogananda stated that every connection is a chance for freedom if we are prepared to perceive it. Your partner is your karma. She maintains traces of your past, the joys and unfinished education that brought your spirits together. But she is also your grace, because through her you are given the chance to rise above old patterns and become your highest self. When you change from "what do I obtain from this union" to "what is existence attempting to instruct me through this union," a deep transformation commences. You finish condemning, you finish managing. Instead, you begin to love consciously, with awareness, with reverence. As Yogananda proclaimed, "In every being, observe the divine. In every hardship, observe the hand of God." When you begin to see your wife this way, not only as a partner but as a sacred presence in your life, you discover that love, when lived with wisdom, becomes liberation. And that partnership, when experienced with understanding, becomes a passage to God. Cherished being, if you have followed this far, it suggests something in this lesson stirred your heart. Maybe you have started to perceive your woman or companion, or even former connections, in a fresh perspective. What previously appeared as struggle or bewilderment may now seem as sacred coordination directing your internal development. As Paramahansa Yogananda beautifully taught, authentic love is not of the body, but of the soul. It is discovered in comprehension, in generous offering, and in developing together toward the radiance of the divine. Until that time, stay loving, remain attentive, and follow the path with an open heart.